Alright, so I thought I would share something that I have pretty much, I think I learned. This is the A minor pentatonic. Now this is only one pattern of the A minor pentatonic, but you can use this same pattern for G, A, B, C, D, E. But this is the A major pentatonic, and it starts here. Second fret, E string, fifth fret, E string, second fret, A string, fifth fret, fourth fret, A string, second fret, D, fourth, D, second, G, fourth, G, second fret, B, fifth fret, B, second fret, E, fifth fret, E. Now that's A major. Now A minor is here, and it's your index finger on the fifth fret. Okay, so you're starting off on the fifth fret. You go into the C note on the eighth fret. Okay, so that's the A major and A minor pentatonic, first position or second position, but that's the now you can take that pattern and you can play a lot of different things along with so that's your A major and A minor pentatonic pattern, and you can use that pattern all over the fretboard. Of course, if you keep playing like that, you'll only sound like you're playing a pattern of a pentatonic scale. So the idea is to learn pieces of that pattern and use them to your benefit. Like one thing I could think of is this is a kind of a little country little. And that's just made out of that major pentatonic pattern right there. The other one you could do is take pieces of these things and you move them all over the fretboard, whatever chord you're playing over, or triad you're playing over, or whatever it is you're playing for a key. You can take these things that you learn take pieces of that pattern that you just practiced. You keep practicing that pattern, and you know where those notes are in that pattern, and you try to make things up out of those patterns all over the fretboard, depending on what chord or what key you're playing in, you know. And like this little hillbilly thing here. You just make up little pieces off of all of these positions that you can play that pattern in. Once you learn that pattern, you need to learn, there's like 7 or 8 patterns. I'm not a teacher. I'm just showing you what I learned, and I'm just sharing that with you on the internet here. So try it. It can't hurt, you know. Everything on the guitar is movable, and that's something that I was never taught or told, and I paid for a lot of lessons and mom and pop stores, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but, and I know these guys, you know, work pretty hard at you know, learning their degree of music, but the way they were teaching it is to get you to keep coming back and coming back and coming back and coming back, and basically the wheels are turning and you're not getting anywhere, you know. The only thing you're getting is an empty pocket. And I found that a lot of music instructors did that back in the day, and I had not to knock all of the music instructors I did have a few that I asked a question. This was my favorite question that I always asked, you know. Is this chord the same shape here? Can I play this same chord shape here as I play here? Okay, well, maybe I didn't ask that question correctly, but this shape is movable all the way up the fretboard, and these people didn't want to share anything that they knew about how movable these shapes are. Here's your C chord right here. There's the F chord. Now, just for instance, the F chord is these 2 strings, G string on the A note, and then these 2 strings. That's an F chord, okay? And what comes after F? G. So if you just take that same shape, don't even take it off of the strings, just slide it up. That's a G. Nobody wanted to tell me that. Slide it up again, that's an A. Okay? That's a B. I mean, Come on, people. Nobody wanted to share that with me. Nobody wanted to tell me that. And I'm 70 years old now. Maybe they saw I was a little slow and stupid and figured that I wouldn't figure it out anyway. And here I am at 70, still struggling with a guitar, and I wonder why. But I found some people on the internet who want to share what they learned on the internet, and they're very good teachers. And one of them is Active Melody, and that's Brian. And I recommend you go check out his channel because he's a very good teacher. Now I'm going to show you one more thing, and then I'm going to get off of here. Now that's your A chord right there. Okay, it's I call it a cowboy chord, but it's a 3 notes and it's a triad. So if you take that triad right there and you move it up a whole step, this is a B. A half step makes it a C. So we're going to put it right there. That's a C. A whole step again makes it a D. A whole step again makes it an E. Half step makes it an F. These are all the things that I should have been taught and I should have learned 40 years ago. But the music instructors back then didn't want to teach you everything that you needed to know about playing a guitar. They wanted to either teach you to read music, which I had absolutely no interest in because I'm so dyslexic. But I kept a guitar. I always kept it. I just never wanted to pay anybody any money for lessons because I felt I had always been cheated. And I was being cheated. And today, there's a lot of people on the internet who want to share what they learned. And like I said, Active Melody, Brian is a very good instructor. I've learned a lot from Brian, and I highly recommend him as a teacher to anybody who's looking for a teacher. So one thing on YouTube here today is YouTube did my summary, and I want to thank everybody for tuning into my channel. And YouTube also tells me that I have a lot of people looking at my stuff, but I don't have a lot of subscribers. I have more people looking at my stuff than I have subscribers, so I don't understand how or why that is like that. I mean, I could read between the lines and try to figure a whole lot of different things out, but if you're liking the content in my channel and some of the things help you, subscribe. It doesn't hurt to subscribe. And just because you subscribe, you don't have to hit the notification bell, but you can. And, you know, anything that I have coming up on working in the dirt, working on trucks, cars, side-by-sides, tractors. I got a lot of information on a lot of different things because I basically have had to use these two hands all my life to get by and survive in the real world. So don't forget, subscribe. And I really do appreciate it. And I thank you all for watching my channel. And I hope you got something out of whatever it was that you watched, because there's a lot of stuff on here.